like a champion, talk like a champion. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Walk like a champion.
Hey guys, so today I filmed a get ready with me. I was actually going out with my friends and I really wanted to show you guys this makeup look just because this isn't necessarily my everyday makeup look, but I have been doing it quite a lot, maybe 3 to 4 times a week if I go out on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, anything like that, or if I have extra time for school, which is literally never, maybe once a week. But I really do love this look. It is just a full face of makeup, which I love, contouring, highlighting, all that jazz, and then big long eyelashes and just making sure that my eyes look big. So I started off by moisturizing my face with my Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. Then I just applied some lip balm to my lips just to make sure they're not chapped while that dried, and then I went ahead and sprayed my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, which I love, which I sprayed a couple of times. It just really sets all the makeup, so I do it before and after. Then after that, I applied my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer as the primer for all of the face makeup that we are going to be applying. Then I'm applying my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which, if you guys don't know already, it is probably my favorite foundation and the best foundation that I've ever tried. It is honestly amazing. So I just buffed that into my skin with a buffer brush, and then I went ahead and took a damp beauty blender and just made sure that everything was nice, patted, and blended into my skin. Now moving on to one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup, which is cream highlighting and contouring. So I use those two shades from this Revolution palette. It is basically this concealer palette that I got from Ulta, which was very, very inexpensive, and it works wonders. It is just super creamy and I love the consistency of it, and it just works amazingly. So basically I use the darker shade on my face anywhere that I want it to take away light, or I want it to appear smaller, or anything like that. So the temples of my forehead, my cheekbone, my nose, and then I also apply it on my chin and jawline. You guys will see in a little bit. And then I take the lighter concealer shade and I use that to highlight. So basically anywhere that I want to attract the light, which is like down the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, underneath where I would contour my cheekbones. And I did apply this on my chin just because it didn't get covered up with enough of the foundation, and then I go ahead and blend all of that out with a damp beauty blender. Make sure you blend it in by tapping it in, not so much blending it outwards, because you can take off the makeup. So if you do kind of want to blend, make sure you work away from where you want it to go. So say like the contour line that I'm about to blend out right now on my cheek, I work my way up, because if you work your way down, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the contour, and you do want a nice straight, kind of not too straight line, if that makes any sense. Like blend it out, yet still you want that line, and make sure like it's nicely contoured. So to highlight and to cover my under eye circles, I use my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which is the best concealer in the entire world. And then I took a little bit of the concealer on a brush and covered any pimples that didn't get covered, or any pimples that didn't get pimples, any pimples that didn't get covered, or any redness that didn't get covered, and then I blended that out with a damp beauty blender as well. Now, I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys heard about this method, which is called the baking method, which is basically you quote-unquote bake your face. I love doing this if I have extra time, and it just makes your makeup look very flawless, which I love. So basically, you take a beauty blender and translucent powder, and I mean, you pack this onto your face. So I basically pack this anywhere that I highlighted. I usually love doing this just under my eyes, but today I had extra time and I just really wanted to go all out. So you just pack it on, and don't worry, this doesn't leave your face cakey at all, which is so amazing. It just works wonder. Like whoever, discovered this method or came up with it, amen, because let me tell you, it just works wonders. So while that pretty much bakes my face, I go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. So I've been using using the Anastasia Brow Wiz to fill in my eyebrows lately, which I really like, so I just use the spoolie at the end to brush it out, and then I just fill them in as much as I think that they need to be filled in, and then I set it with some clear brow gel. Now here I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just going ahead and pretty much dusting off all of the excess that didn't quote-unquote bake into my face. And I am telling you right now, this doesn't leave your face cakey at all. What it does is it leaves it so flawless. Like, it is absolutely incredible, and I just love it. And all of the excess that was around, I just use that to set all of the other makeup, so basically the contour part. Then I'm going ahead and taking my Anastasia contour kit and I'm just defining the contour and highlight a little bit more. So I blended in the two shades that were on the left, and taking a angled contour brush, I just applied that to the contours of my cheek, my forehead once again, and my nose. And then taking the banana shade, I go ahead and just apply that a little bit underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and in the middle of my forehead where I highlighted. Now to highlight, I'm using my favorite highlighter, which is so beautiful. It is Champagne Pop by Queen Jaclyn Hill. I literally say that every single time I use this highlighter in a tutorial, but I just apply that right above my contour, and it just, oh my gosh, the way this looks when the light hits it is just incredible. And then I'm just applying my favorite blush to the apples of my cheeks.
24 hot flush brown-eyed girl.
Taking whatever excess concealer was left over on the brush from before, I just applied that underneath my brows just to define them a little bit more. So if you guys have been watching my tutorials or any of my videos for a while now, you know I have this whole method that I do with my mascara because I love getting my eyelashes super duper long. So the first thing that I do is I take my Urban Decay lash primer and I just apply a few coats of that up until all my eyelashes are pretty much covered and white. This just makes them longer than they are due to all the fibers, and it works wonders, and I love it. So I let that set for maybe a good minute or two. You don't want it to completely dry. And then I go ahead and take my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I don't put any eyeshadow on most of the time, so it's okay. It does get on my eyelid a little bit just because of the lashes getting so long, but then I just take a Q-tip and wipe that away. So I just apply why can't I talk? I just apply as many coats as I need just to cover all of the white from the lash primer. Then while that sets, I go ahead and take this light brown eyeshadow from the Tarte Gillette palette, and I just apply that along my lower lash line. This just makes my eyes a little bit more smoked out, and I don't know, I just like how it looks. And then I go ahead and I take this new Maybelline mascara and I just apply a few coats of that just to make them even longer, bolder, and blacker, which I love. And then I go ahead and I repeat the same thing on my bottom lashes, except I just apply the lash primer and a couple of coats of the telescopic mascara. I don't go ahead with and take the third mascara and apply more coats of that. I just like using those two on my lower lashes. Now to make my eyes appear bigger and it look like I am wide awake, I am taking the eyeshadow Snow from the Lorac Pro 2 palette and applying that to the inner part of my eye, and that is it for the eyes. So now moving on to the lippies. First, I apply my MAC Prep and Prime, which you guys all know I love so much. This really does make my lipstick, eyeliner, all of that stuff stay on so much longer, and it just takes away all those little creases that you might have in your lip. Then I went ahead and took my MAC lip liner and edge to edge and just outlined my lips pretty much with it. I didn't overdraw my lips too much, just the slightest. And then I applied my favorite NYX matte lipstick, which you all know I love so much. It is in Whipped Caviar. It is just such a beautiful shade, and I love matte lips so much. And then I went ahead and took some concealer and just made sure that I had a nice crisp edge around my lips, and then I just blended that in with my beauty blender just so it didn't totally mess up my makeup. So that is the makeup look that I showed you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me, and make sure you check the description for all my social media networks, which are always linked down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, as well as click that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. I really do love you guys so much. Thank you for the endless support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.